In the grim darkness of the 41st millennium, the Tau Empire is a flicker of light in an ocean of shadows. A young, vibrant race, technologically advanced, yet constrained by the brutal tyranny of distance. Their expansion is slow, methodical, a crawl across the stars compared to the ancient empires that surround them. But what if that changed? What if the Tau solved the two greatest problems holding them back? Safe, reliable, faster than light travel, and true, sentient artificial intelligence. Imagine this. Deep within the Earth cast's most advanced research septs, guided by the quiet wisdom of a visionary ethereal, a breakthrough occurs. Not one, but two. They crack the code. A new drive, one that folds space without touching the madness of the warp, and alongside it, the birth of true AI. Not the drone logic of before, but self-aware, evolving intellects capable of processing information on a scale no organic mind could ever comprehend. The result is explosive. The Tau Empire doesn't just expand. It detonates across the Damocles Gulf. Worlds that would have taken centuries to reach are colonized in years. Fleets, guided by AI strategists, don't just travel. They appear. An entire sphere of expansion materializes, perfectly managed, hyper-efficient, and unified under the banner of the greater good. Logistics, resource management, military strategy all are perfected by their new AI partners. The Tau have become a superpower overnight. Initially, the Imperium of Man notices nothing. Reports of Tau fleets appearing in systems they shouldn't be able to reach are buried in the administratum's endless bureaucracy, dismissed as clerical errors or laughable Xenos propaganda. The scale of the change is simply too vast for the ossified imperial mind to comprehend. Then comes the first real contact. A mighty imperial crusade, dispatched to cleanse what they believe is a minor Tau incursion, prepares for a routine purge. They expect a few cruisers and a smattering of fire warriors. What they find is a nightmare. A Tau fleet of unprecedented size materializes around them from all vectors simultaneously. The imperial ships are torn apart by perfectly coordinated volleys before their astropaths can even scream a warning. The ambush is flawless, executed with a speed and precision that defies belief. The entire crusade is annihilated in a matter of hours. The shockwave hits Holy Terra like a physical blow. The High Lords are in utter disbelief. How could this upstart race, this footnote in the galaxy's history, possess such power? The Adeptus Mechanicus is apoplectic. This isn't just advanced technology. It's the ultimate heresy, abominable intelligence. The great sin of mankind's past, reborn in the hands of a Xenos race. It's a technological and spiritual abomination. The Inquisition responds with chilling speed. The Ordo Xenos and the Ordo Hereticus mobilize in concert. They see the Tau Zei not merely as a weapon, but as a philosophical contagion, a threat to the very dogma that holds the Imperium together. If a society can thrive with AI, what does that say about the Emperor's warnings? A crusade of unimaginable scale is declared, but this is a crusade born not of faith, but of raw, existential fear. The Imperium is now fighting not just for territory, but for the survival of its soul. But the galaxy has more players than just the Imperium and the Tau. For the Orcs, this is the best thing that's ever happened. A galaxy-spanning war between the Ummies and the Blue Gits? A scrap of this size is the stuff of Orc legend. It's the ultimate WOG, waiting to happen. Greenskin hordes flock to the burgeoning war zones, not to take sides, but to fight everyone. They crash into Imperial and Tau lines with equal glee, their own power growing immensely in this crucible of unending conflict. For the ancient Aldari, this new power is a cataclysmic disruption to the skeins of fate. The farseers of the craft worlds are divided. Ulthwa, ever the pragmatists, see a potential buffer. This new Tau Empire could be a shield against the great enemy Chaos. But for Bealtown, the warrior zealots, the Tau are just another upstart race infesting worlds that are rightfully theirs. They are a weed to be cut down before they can spread further. And through it all, the Harlequins watch with masked amusement. For a dramatic new act in the galaxy's great tragedy has just begun. And something else is watching, too. The exponential growth of the Tau, the sudden bloom of billions of lives on hundreds of organized, densely populated worlds. It's like a dinner bell ringing across the void. The psychic signature is faint, but the sheer biomass is a beacon. The hive mind of the Tyranids takes notice. A tendril of a hive fleet, once lumbering towards the heart of the Imperium, begins a slow, deliberate change of course. For the Great Devourer, the Tau's new, hyper-efficient worlds aren't just colonies. They're a perfectly arranged, all-you-can-eat buffet. From the silent tombs of the galaxy, the Necrons stir. The silent king, Sharek, observes this new technological dynasty with cold, analytical interest. A race that has mastered AI and non-warp FTL is a direct challenge to Necron supremacy. They are a potential rival, a glitch in the grand cosmic order he seeks to restore, but they could also be a tool, a weapon to be aimed at the Tyranid menace or the madness of the warp. Necron dynasties begin to awaken, probing the borders of Tau space, testing their defenses with silent, inscrutable purpose. And what of the great enemy? Chaos is initially frustrated. The Tau's orderly AI-driven society, their near-total lack of psychic presence, it offers little purchase for the ruinous powers. There is no ambition, no despair, no excess for them to corrupt. But the gods of chaos are nothing if not patient. They cannot feed on the Tau directly, but they can feast on the war the Tau have created. The sheer scale of the conflict, the terror and desperation of the Imperium, the mindless slaughter of the orcs, this is a banquet of raw emotion. The word-bearers see billions of souls ripe for damnation as faith crumbles, and the Iron Warriors see a new technological challenge to overcome and corrupt. The map of the galaxy is redrawn in blood and fire. The Imperium is reeling, pushed back on multiple fronts, fighting a desperate war against a foe it cannot comprehend while still battling all its other ancient enemies. The Tau Empire, for all its newfound power, is no longer the confident, optimistic force it once was. They are now besieged. They face a grinding, apocalyptic war of attrition with humanity, endless raids from orc warbands, the cold judgment of the Necrons, and worst of all, the looming, planet-eating shadow of the Tyranid hive fleets. The core philosophy of the Tau, the greater good, is now being tested by true existential threats. Can a philosophy of unity and progress survive contact with the mindless hunger of the Tyranids or the absolute nihilism of chaos? The video ends here, on a cliffhanger. Deep in a Tau command center, a sentient AI strategist, the pinnacle of their achievement, runs the final calculation. It analyzes all the variables, the Imperium's fanatical resolve, the Orcs' chaotic numbers, the Necrons' silent advance, and the biomass of the approaching hive fleet. It calculates the long-term probability of a Tau Empire's survival, and the number that appears on the screen is terrifyingly, grimly small. The galaxy is more dangerous than ever before. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this dive into the grim darkness of the far future, be sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more. Let us know in the comments what if scenario you'd like to see next. Until then, take care.